Mountain meets his friend Seven, who calls Sky and asks him to join them. Sky becomes upset when he sees his father, Mountain. Sky asks his father why he's there, especially after he said in an interview that Sky is not his son. His father explains that acknowledging Sky as his son would bring high expectations and stress. Feeling hurt, Sky disagrees. He says Seven, his friend's father, is the one who raised him and is his true father. Sky believes that success in life doesn't mean cutting off relationships. He tells his father that he doesn't have to abandon all connections to succeed and walks away from the situation. The cooking competition begins, and they say cook anything until the time runs out. In this competition, Sky decides to make a Chinese traditional duck, while Paul goes for a French dish. Paul and Sky start their cooking. Paul uses modern technology to cook in a cool and efficient way. On the other hand, Sky takes duck meat, removes its skin, and then adds many ingredients inside the skin. He pours some liquid, wraps the duck in a big leaf, and covers it with salt. After that, he bakes it until it's ready. While Paul quickly finishes his dish before the time is up, Sky uses all his time, and in the end, he completes his dish. After the judges taste their dishes and give scores, the results end up tied with both chefs getting the same marks. In such cases, there's a rule in the competition where the main judge can declare the winner. The main judge steps up and mentions that Sky cooks in a very skillful way. However, he points out that the appearance of Sky's dish isn't as attractive as Paul's. As a result, Paul is declared as the winner. This news really upsets Sky, and even his father, Mountain, is disappointed as he watches it on TV. After the competition is over, Sky doesn't go home. Uncle Seven goes to find him and brings him back home. The boss at the Stellar restaurant talks to Paul, sharing a plan for the international competition. Another manager suggests sending Mayo for the competition, where two people can participate as a team. Paul suggests teaming up with Mayo, but the manager decides that only Mayo will compete. Paul argues that Mayo lacks the experience to be a head chef. As they discuss this decision, Mayo enters with 2 soup cups and challenges Paul to identify the saltier one. However, Paul, like Mayo's challenge, can't taste and struggles with the task. The manager points out that Paul's inability to taste is a disadvantage, questioning how they can send him to the competition. They also reveal that Mayo took Paul's recipe book and show it to him, suggesting that anyone could cook using it. The boss adds that Mayo is his girlfriend. Mayo confesses that she doesn't love Paul, and her dream is to become the god of cookery, a chance she won't miss. Feeling deeply hurt and betrayed, Paul leaves the place, upset by the surprising news about his girlfriend's actions. Paul goes to a place, looking at a photo of the god of cookery Mountain while drinking. On the way, Sky notices Paul and approaches him, asking why he looks so sad even though he won the competition. Paul, showing Mountain's photo, explains that Mountain is his idol, and he aspires to be like him one day. Sky responds by saying that Mountain is not just Paul's idol but also his father. Sky reveals that he never wanted to be like his father, and he left Sky with Uncle Seven before going away. Sky describes Mountain as selfish and emphasizes that success doesn't mean being selfish like his father. Sky wants to prove that success doesn't require selfishness like his father's. After their talk, Sky and Paul, feeling upset, throw their bottles at the photo to let out their frustration. Surprisingly, this shared action helps them become friends. Now, the Stellar Restaurant Group comes to the Seven restaurant, suggesting to buy it because of their loss in the competition. Sky steps in and firmly tells the Stellar Group that they won't sell the Seven restaurant. Paul joins in and says that he, not Stellar Restaurant, won the competition. He suggests teaming up with Sky for the international competition. The manager from Stellar Restaurant disagrees, accusing Paul of harming his career. Paul takes action and confronts the manager physically. Sky steps in and manages to send the entire Stellar Restaurant group out of the Seven restaurant. 7, curious to know the truth, asks Paul if it's true that he's taking Sky with him as a team to the international competition. Paul confirms it, and this revelation brings happiness to everyone. Paul and Sky are getting ready for the competition. Sky shows Paul how to cook Chinese dishes, and in return, Paul teaches Sky some modern cooking tricks. Because Paul can't taste, Uncle teaches him to recognize flavors by smelling. Paul also advises Sky on how to present the food nicely after cooking. They are sharing tips and helping each other improve their cooking skills for the upcoming competition. Now, the big international cooking competition begins with 5 teams, 1 from Japan, 1 from France, 1 from India, Mayo, and Sky, Paul. Mayo starts cooking her dish with great confidence to win the competition. Sky and Paul use their knowledge to cook their respective dishes. Sky spends all his time tasting and checking if the flavors are correct. Meanwhile, Paul utilizes his presentation skills to give a modern touch to a traditional dish. As the judges observe Paul and Sky showcasing their cooking skills, they are highly impressed. Mayo, however, makes some mistakes in her preparation, leading to her losing the competition. After tasting the dishes prepared by Paul and Sky, the judges are thoroughly pleased and announce them as the winners. Sky and Paul's combined culinary expertise and unique approaches make them stand out, earning them the victory in the competition. In the finals, where only one person can participate, Sky suggests to Paul to plan the dish and he helps in the cooking. However, Paul, acknowledging his lack of taste ability, tells Sky that reaching the finals is already a significant achievement for him. Paul encourages Sky to participate in the finals alone and defeat the god of cookery. This decision reflects Paul's humility and belief in Sky's culinary skills, showcasing a supportive partnership between the two chefs. Now, Sky and Mountain are in the finals, and the judges inform them that they can cook anything within the allotted time. When the timer starts, Mountain begins cooking swiftly and efficiently. On the other hand, Sky doesn't seem to be doing anything. He closes his eyes and reminisces about all his friends. Mountain, noticing this, approaches Sky and splashes some water on his face. He tells Sky that it's a competition, not a place for sleeping. This action surprises all the judges and the audience. After the wake-up call, Sky starts cooking. When the time is up, the judges taste Mountain's dish first and are impressed by the rich flavors it offers. Next, instead of presenting his dish to the judges, Sky gives it to his father. Before Mountain leaves, he cooks noodles for Sky, so that same noodles dish that Sky also prepares and gives to his father. Upon smelling the noodles, Sky's father starts eating happily. After giving his dish to his father and as he's about to leave, Mountain stops Sky and congratulates him, saying, "Well done." Sky smiles and leaves the place, and Mountain enjoys the food happily. This moment symbolizes a mix of competition, respect, and shared joy between Sky and his father, Mountain. After some days, Stellar Restaurant closed down, and the Seven restaurant is now running busily. Paul has joined the team at the Seven restaurant, contributing to its success. Uncle Seven gathers everyone and reminds them that the Seven restaurant has been serving the community for 30 years. The goal is to provide customers with their favorite dishes at an affordable cost. After that, they raise their glasses to say thanks for the past and hope for the future, celebrating the new year, and the movie ends.